Okay, so this is how it turned out to be, perfect 90 degrees angle. Let's try it on the Scorpio. Here it goes, the drip rail. Wow. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of vbuilds. In this episode we are going to make a sheet bending machine because as I've shown you in previous videos, the roof rail of our, roof rail is that one obviously, but the drip rail of our Scorpio is completely missing from the center. So we need to make a new drip rail for our Scorpio, for which I need to bend a sheet. So I bought this metal sheet. This one, we need to bend it 90 degrees. So if you look at this drip rail right here, it is bent 90 degrees in such a way so that it can guide the water down the drain. So that's what exactly we need to do. So we need to bend the sheet and then weld it right there. So that is the reason we need this sheet bending machine. So let's do it. So right here we have these two pieces of metals. I got it from a scrap yard. So basically these are heavy angles of iron, and we need to make a hinge like thing using two of these, something like this, where we can place our metal and then we fold it like this so it can bend the metal whatever we want. So let's do it. Now if you notice, we have these two extensions on the side. These are meant to hinge this plate with the other one. Let me just explain how. Check this out. Now it's free to rotate like a hinge, and the other side also. I can use this. So basically these extensions will be held in place by these screws and they will be free to rotate. So this is how we create the hinge. Now I am creating perfect size notches for those bolts to stay in place. So I'm gonna weld these bolts right there, and then I can place the extensions inside the bolts. In that way our hinge will be ready. So after a lot of cutting and welding, we will have the screws in place right there, one, and this side other one. So these two bolts are there. Now we insert this. Oh wait, I need to insert one first. So there goes one, and the other one bolt here, and then it goes in place just like that. So now these are held in place, and if you see, our hinge is almost ready. So yeah, now let's just weld the bolts, I mean. Yeah. After welding, let's take everything out. My clamps. Let's see if it works. Awesome. With this ready, now next is we need two pillars on the side of the base, like one on the left and one on the right. These are two bolts in which you can basically clamp the sheets, because we need to hold the sheet tight in place, and then when we move our hinge, it should basically bend the sheet. So that's why we need these two. So the bolts are strongly welded in place, and now we can start working on the clamp. So basically another piece which we need to use. So I have already made the markings from where we need to cut this. So check this out: 1 2 3 4, that side. So yeah, so these four places we need to cut it. This is basically the final piece of our sheet bending machine, which is going to be on the top. Basically it will screw in on the two bolts that we just welded, so it is going to hold the sheet in place, and that's how eventually our sheet bending will work. So I have cut it where we need it. Now also, this one is not going to bend the sheets as such if we keep it like this, so we need to provide it support, let's say a table or something, for which I need these three clamps. I'm basically welding these three clamps which have holes in them, and these can basically hold this whole setup on a wooden table. So that's the plan. And moreover, now we need two handles, because this as such we will not be able to move this angle at all, so we need two handles, two extensions basically, to use our hinge to bend the sheet. So this is where I welded the hands, and now we are going to put it on the table finally. So I'm using long 1 inch screws to hold it in place using the clamps that I just welded earlier. So now this thing is in place. पेंटिंग का अगर ये ख़त्म नहीं हुआ तो now I have put the final piece together right there, and we can try our bending machine. Let's see if it works or not. Obviously branding is required. कुछ लग तो रहा है. Okay, but let's see if it works or not. So I have clamped the sheet in place, and I have marked where the points are, like from where it should bend. Basically I am going to notice if it bends a little further or inside. So let's bend it and see where it bends along the marks or not. Let's see. चलो देखिए मोमेंट ऑफ ट्रूथ, कुछ काम भी करता है या बस ऐਵੇਂ ही. दोनों हैंडल और 1 2 3 वेल्डिंग ही खुद गई. Oh nice, काम तो कर गया. Awesome, it does actually work. So let's just take it out and see. Check this out. This is how it bent. It actually bent a little inside from where I marked, so I can take care of this. And next time I'm gonna bend, I'm keep the marks a bit inside, so that gives a good idea. But the bend is absolutely 90 degrees and sharp, so I like that. At least this worked. Nice. And with that, our sheet bending machine is ready, and it works perfectly with a very bad bending though. But yeah, you see the sheet on the corner, it has made a perfect bend, 90 degrees right there. So I guess I can use this to make whatever I need for the Scorpio. So our sheet bending works awesome. Check this out, I made a small piece of the drip rail using our sheet bending machine right there, and you see, otherwise it would be impossible now. But now I have this drip rail ready. Okay guys, that was day 2 of our Scorpio build. We have made the sheet bender and it is done. It works as I've already shown you, and that's it. This is for the build for today for the Scorpio, because we needed this tool. Without this we cannot proceed. And see you in the next one. Like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing.
This guy's not slowing down. Yeah, that's confirmed. He's not stopping. Code 3.